Hi, I'm Pantazi. Today I wanted to talk about another of the 6G hands. Now I've covered it a number of times, but I wanted to add on to it and give you a little insight into some of the older arts. Now this hand position here is called a blood pool hand. Okay, I use it a lot to strike with these two knuckles, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But the hand is hooked. Now in Wing Chun Kung Fu, it's called the Fu Sao. You have it Kakushiken from Wei Chi Ru. You have it in Super Renpai. You have it in many different styles. You have it in the Tai Chi forms as well. So it's a very prominent hand position. Now, when you look at the name, the Fu Sao, for example, out of Wing Chun, okay, now that is a hook hand, okay? Now, the hook hand, yeah, it looks like a hooked hand, but how about this? How about if you think about it as a hooking action, okay? Like you're hooking the hand down and in, okay, and down and in, and that's the rotation when you look at the 6G hands to get a really good application out of this for Kyusho. You use that forward rolling action. You've seen it when I've done my crane hand knockouts that I got from Wei Chi Ru style. You've seen it many times in the past when I've used it for striking with these set of knuckles or into the body. There's many different applications you can use of it, but you need to go back and look at it. Now, it was an original Shaolin hand. Wing Chun came from Shaolin. Okay, it's a derivative. Now, all the other martial arts that came after Shaolin, like your karate styles, like Shorin-ryu, Shito-ryu, Shotokan, even down to Taekwondo, that was like a lineage, passing of lineage. The forms are still having this hooked hand, like Super Renpai of Goju-ryu, or many different styles. You have this in so many different methods. It's a Shaolin hand, and that was basically a root of most of the Asian martial arts that we study today. So you have to go back in history and look at it. And again, these were all developed to cause injury to another human being. And how do you do that? It's not just by hooking their arm, okay? It has application, it's great. I've used this many times. I still hook with this rather than grab sometimes, because the grab is going to lock your fingers into a certain position, doesn't give you the fluidity of action that you could develop if you just use it more as a hooked hand. However, for using the Kyusho, you've seen me do this to many of the Shichin targets that are in the Bubishi, from the monkey to the rat to the snake. I've used them in all the Shichins from the Bubishi, and they work excellently. Some of the applications I've done with the fingertips, okay? But for the most part, people don't condition their fingers. So let's go and talk about the knuckles that I was discussing earlier. When you're using this hooked hand, this application of the hand dropping down, okay, that's going to extend these two knuckles here, the first two knuckles. Now, when you're doing the Makawara, you're going to be striking into the cushion to develop these two knuckles, to develop size, callus, what have you, strength and integrity of the joints. Now, when you're using this, if you use it like a stabbing action, okay, rather than just a full bore strike on the whole hand, or like a closed fist, you want to start using these two knuckles. And as you apply that, that's going to give you greater depth and penetration. Now, these hand positions, they all sort of mutated into a sport type of a fist for the Shotokan and the Goju-ryu and many different styles. Now, Goju is a good art because it's got mostly the open hands, okay? You can see many of the hand positions in that style from the Shaolin arts. Now, when you get more to Shotokan, they still have these hand techniques like the single blade of grass and the form unsu, but they've mutated to more of a sport type of an action. So what I'm encouraging you to do is look at the Bubishi, see the hand position, see that they were original 6G hand of Shaolin, which means 6 energy hands of Shaolin. Figure out how to transfer that energy, how to create energy, how to create the kinetic energy that was inherent in these hands, the depth of penetration that were in these hand positions, okay, and start utilizing it in your own style, all right, whether it be in your forms or whether it be just a natural hand position for clasping onto the back of someone's neck in a clinch position. So you've seen many applications of this. Now it's up to you to research what you can do with it. And once you start working on the yin aspects along with the yang aspects, you're going to double your potential, and you're going to see so many techniques come out and so many possibilities for yourself. That's the Futsal, the blood pool hand, the hooked hand, whatever you want to call it.